Hi guys, it's Wiz and today I'm reviewing the wheel grade RX-78-2 out of box build. Upon completion, you'll receive a Gundam RX-78-2 with a core fighter on the left, and you got a shield, bazooka, beam rifle, a set of closed fists, attachment for an action base, and 2 beams. Let's check out the main figure. So it shows a diagram on page 6 if you do happen to get hold of a wheel grade Gundam. And which point is it? This is probably the weakest point, alongside with right here. Next up, it is the height. This is almost a 5-inch figure. Well, clearly it doesn't take long to realize that this figure is very articulate, with all kinds of sliding mechanisms for the thighs, upper thigh, and the elbow joint, which allows for full flush bend, when the legs are full bend. And unfortunately, parts would like to fall out, such as the front armor piece right there. And what else? Yeah, sometimes the legs would unpeg, since it is just briefly secured by friction. The waist can do left and right and front and back. The hatch can open, and you can swap out the core piece with the core fighter. There's pretty much movable nozzles for the thruster units, wiggle sabers. The feet, actually I did not mention the feet, but it can move a bunch back and forth. So it reviews, it expands out as it has 3 parts for the feet. Yeah, the head actually doesn't move that much, but yeah, it's very finely sculpted with many individual parts. Some parts are even very small dimensions, like 2 to 3 mm squared size, like this small. So, and basically what you see is what you get, and all of these small parts are all separate parts. I mean, this small figure probably boasts the best color separation of plastic from Bandai. First off, the first accessory would be the beam rifle, of course. It's composed of 3 separate colors, and this the fore grip can rotate, and you got the scoop that you can rotate with a yellow part in there. And I just briefly painted the silver inside, but you can do whatever you want to it, such as a panel line, etc. There's a movable hinge I guess, for the palm to get hold of the beam rifle. You got bazooka with a swingable handle with the same idea, and you got very detailed cartridge area with 4 separate color, which looks pretty beautiful. Again, I just briefly colored in the grenades in there with silver and some brown, but it's hard to make out. Of course, the Federation shield pinkish, red, yellow, and white at the background. And this slide can move back and forth with a swingable handle again. It attaches through this tab, and with two unsecured bean hilts. Close fits. And yep, I did mention this for the action base. Next, I'll get this guy armed and ready for battle. You gotta admit, it looks pretty darn cool. Step back. Yeah, it can pretty much wield any weapon of his choosing. But the hands, the fingers really gets in the way a lot, and they do pop out whenever you touch it, interact with it. That's pretty much a sad part. Along with the front armor skirt. Well, they just fall out whenever you touch it. But overall, I think it is a very well done precision piece from Bandai, because no way in hell is TT Hongley is can copy such a detailed, refined kit. I mean, this when you see it on the street, and this you can recognize it that it must be a real grade, and it must be built by Bandai. Well, I really appreciate the effort that Bandai has put into this new line of product, especially with pretty cool big bean sabers. But I mean, once you get around into building this particular kit, you would still find that the hands are really ugly, very ugly. Here you got two oddly configured hands. I would prefer a model kit that can hold its weapon better, such as whatchamacallit, step aside. Something like the 1 Year War Master Grade. Oh, this definitely is not mine, but yeah, I would still prefer a Master Grade if I didn't buy this real grade. But I don't really regret it that much. It's a very good piece, despite not having it painted at all, nor panel lined. And I did not apply all these stickers too. There's a bunch of them. They would shine very brightly if you do snap them on. Yeah, any rate, that is it for the real grade Gundam review. And do check out GundamEclipse.com, and also Gundam Guns Sion contest, which has a deadline of January 1st. It's an exciting contest with ultimate prize of a art guy master grade, which I really like. I really like trying out different contests, and so far the progress on my entry piece, I got a lot of holes drilled into this rig dome. It is yet to be completed, but I really like how the effort I've placed onto it. I'm looking to try new stuff, like putting in these small rivets. I hope it fits exactly, but yeah, that's it. So stay tuned for more Gunpla reviews.